Okay, wait till you see President of France, Emmanuel Macron, get absolutely lambasted with a dose of humble pie as his motorcade gets stopped by New York City police because Trump's motorcade is coming. They're both headed to the General Assembly of the United Nations. And then Macron, this is all caught on camera. I'm going to share it with you. Macron tries to call President Trump and say, "You won't believe what is happening. They are actually telling me that I can't go through." And Trump says, "Sorry, pal, you need to walk." Oh, balls are back. America, we are in such good hands. And then I'm also going to play for you President Trump telling a couple of clips. His speech was over an hour long, but I've got two of the best clips. You don't even have to watch the entire speech. The first clip, after you see Macron get humbled, is President Trump calling out the United Nations to their faces. Oh man, American exceptionalism. I know Theodore Roosevelt's up there smiling down on us, calling them out to their faces, and then going even further and blaming them for the southern border catastrophe, or at least in part saying, "You guys didn't help us out at all." It is majestic. It is beautiful. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, your favorite drink. You're going to enjoy every single minute of this video. First, let's watch Emmanuel Macron in his desperate, "President Trump, can you let me get through?" Oh, this is just brilliant. Watch.
I'm sorry, I'm the president. I'm really sorry. It's just that everything's in frozen right now. There's a border cake coming right now. I'm sorry.
If you don't see it, let me cross. How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting in the street because everything is frozen for you. Are we ready for a wine?
Okay, you can't hear President Trump actually say, "Well, I'm sorry, Macron, but you're going to have to walk it out, pal. You're not as important as I am, tough guy." But you can see the look of dejection from Macron's face as soon as that, and there were witnesses there too that were saying that, like, President Trump basically said, "You got to walk, pal. I don't know what your problem is, but you got to walk." Look at the difference in facial expression. I'm going to play this one more time. So first he says, "I will call him." He's like shocked. They're going to actually stop the president of France? Yeah. Why don't you like exercise a little humility? You're not the king of the world. You're in America, pal. You're in New York City. What's so bad about walking a little bit? And he also got to meet some French tourists, etc., and take pictures. So, I mean, what's the big deal? But watch. The difference is when he's smiling, and then look at the facial difference. I mean, from, "Oh, this is funny," to complete and utter devastation.
How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting in the street because everything is frozen for you. Are we ready for a wine?
Put yourself in the picture. So the president doesn't have so much time. No, c'est bon, look at me, look at me. Voilà.
Thank you. Take care. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just absolutely, I mean, it's a funny, super funny clip. I can't wait to let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think that was rude of President Trump to do that to Macron? Do you think it wasn't a big deal? What are your thoughts? Let me know. I personally think it is just more evidence that we picked the right individual. For how long have we been slung in the mud, taken advantage of, treated like a third-rate power, walked over like a rug? China, Russia, North Korea. This is the most important position in the entire world. You are the leader of America, the leader of the free world. And to have somebody like a word salad, DEI, unqualified mook like Kamala Harris actually even think she even has a molecule of a chance of running the greatest country mankind has ever known. Seeing what Trump has done with tariffs, our border, crime, the economy, everything that he's done, the real kind of thing that he's done, especially after what happened with the tragedy of Charlie Kirk, this revival of the American spirit, this revival of American patriotism, this putting your hand to your forehead with an extra fervor, an extra energy, making America, the love of America, okay again, and not in a kind of overindulgent, gluttonous manner, but just in a very spiritual, direct, complimentary, strong, solid foundation kind of a way. It's so needed. This country needed this more than anything. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. Besides the fact that it's just hilarious, I just think it's so important. There's symbolism there. There's a demonstrative a message that's saying, hey, you guys need to stop thinking you can just do whatever you want and get your way and take advantage of us. It's over. Playtime is officially over. Okay, I've got two clips that are going to absolutely blow your mind. This first clip, President Trump calls out the do-nothing United Nations when he says that I ended 7 wars, and to their faces says, I never received an ounce of help, not even a phone call. This is the almighty power of the United States of America in full Technicolor. Watch.
Had to do these things instead of the United Nations doing them. And sadly, in all cases, the United Nations did not even try to help in any of them. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen, but she's in great shape. We're both in good shape. We both stood. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the 2 things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Thank you very much. And by the way, it's working now. It just went on. Thank you. I think I should just do it the other way. It's easier. Thank you very much. I didn't think of it at the time because I was too busy working to save millions of lives. That is the saving and stopping of these wars. But later I realized that the United Nations wasn't there for us. They weren't there. I thought of it really after the fact, not during these negotiations, which were not easy. That being the case, what is the purpose of the United Nations? The UN has such tremendous potential. I've always said it. It has such tremendous, tremendous potential, but it's not even coming close to living up to that potential. For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action.
Just real, authentic, like Trump needs. You see, when you've been creating your whole life, when you've been building your whole life, when you've been working, rolling up your sleeves, giving your blood, sweat, and tears to your vocation, to your work, to your society, your community, etc., your country, like Trump has for the last 5-6 decades, you don't need a teleprompter because it all comes from here. I don't use a teleprompter. I never use a script. Some of you might be going like, Professor, actually, quite frankly, you need a script. And you know what? Quite frankly, maybe I do, right? And that's not so bad all the time. I never use a script. I do all my due diligence. I do all my research. I get it all in here. And then I come out here and I deliver from the heart, authentically. But man, calling them out to their face and saying, you have massive potential, but you've done nothing. Find me another clip of any leader, any president. These people have been baby walking their whole lives. This general United Nations and a lot of countries out there have just been sleepwalking, laughing at us behind our backs. That all ends now. It's all over now. And hopefully in 2028, when J.D. Vance, please God, J.D. Vance, wins, that's going to continue. We can't let the hypocrites get power. I mean, they're still calling him a dictator. They're still calling him Hitler, even after the ink isn't even dry on Charlie Kirk's death certificate, and they're still calling him this. It's a travesty. Okay. The final clip I want to share with you is President Trump calling out the United Nations to their face over the invasion of America's southern border. This is a quick clip. You're going to love this. Watch.
Western countries and their borders. In 2024, the UN budgeted $372 million in cash assistance to support an estimated 624,000 migrants journeying into the United States. Think of that. The UN is supporting people that are illegally coming into the United States, and then we have to get them out. The UN also provided food, shelter, transportation, and debit cards to illegal aliens. Can you believe that? On the way to infiltrate our southern border. Millions of people came through that southern border. Just a year ago, millions and millions of people were pouring in, 25 million altogether over the 4 years of the incompetent Biden administration. And now we have it stopped, totally stopped. In fact, they're not even coming anymore because they know they can't get through. But what took place is totally unacceptable. The UN is supposed to stop invasions, not create them and not finance them. In the United States, we reject the idea that mass numbers of people from foreign lands can be permitted to travel halfway around the world, trample our borders, violate our sovereignty, cause unmitigated crime, and deplete our social safety net. We have reasserted that America belongs to the American people, and I encourage all countries to take their own stand in defense of their citizens as well. You have to do that because I see it. I'm not mentioning names. I see it, and I can call every single one of them out. You're destroying your countries. They're being destroyed. Europe is in serious trouble. They've been invaded by a force of illegal aliens like nobody's ever seen before.
Wow. Can you just imagine all of those guys sitting in their seats representing those countries? Just, you could see them squirming, itchy, fidgety, uncomfortable, as they should be. Never in my lifetime have I ever seen a president call out these people for the hypocrisy, for the criminal behavior, for the disloyalty, for the treasonous activity that they have been committing for decades. We are so lucky, America. Thank God. God bless President Trump. History, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it might even take posthumously, dare I say, nobody's going to fully appreciate what President Trump has represented, what he is. Just like with Theodore Roosevelt, everybody called Theodore Roosevelt. That's my favorite president besides Lincoln. I mean, I love my forefathers. I mean, there's a lot of presidents I love, but TR to me at the turn of the 20th century made America matter. We wouldn't be anywhere near where we are today without Theodore Roosevelt. Everybody thought he was a warmonger. Everybody thought he was crazy. Everybody thought he was a lunatic. They called him imperialist. They called him a colonialist. They called him somebody who interfered with everything. He wanted the spotlight. He was just a blowhard. Now we look back and we say, my God, Theodore Roosevelt, not only does he deserve to be on Mount Rushmore, but this guy set the tone. This guy put America on the map. This guy told the entire world, we got the Western Hemisphere and you guys don't stand a chance. This is our territory and we matter and our word matters and what we say matters and you need to listen. It's the same thing with Trump. I think it might even take 100 years, 50 years for us to fully appreciate. I'm trying really hard with this show. I'm trying really hard to advocate because there's a lot of enemies. They've done everything they can. Debank him, smear him, defame him, imprison him, assassinate. They've tried everything. But God is great. I can't wait to get your comments on this. I could ramble for years. Let me know what you think. And just as a little bonus, who's your favorite president? Besides President Trump, we all love Trump. Who is your favorite president that you think has done the most for our country? I would love to hear. This will be really, let's all please participate in this. Leave a comment Even if you're watching on TV, just go on your phone and on this video, click on the video and just leave a comment. Who is your favorite president of the United States? I can't wait to hear from you. Don't forget to check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Tap that thumbs up if you love America. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.